Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT Science class of 7th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have started the study of the topic soil, ninth topic of 7th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have studied about the types of soil. We have studied the types of soil, that is the first one sandy soil, the second one is clay soil, the third one is loamy soil. In case we have divided these types of soils on the basis of the size of the particles. On the size of the particles, we have classified the soil into three types. The first one is sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. Sandy soil are those soil with the soil which contains large size particles. Large size particles, in between the soil particles, what happens? The air space is there. Because of the large sizeness, in between these particles, large space is there. Means the particles are larger in case of sandy soil. In case of clay soil, the particles are very smaller. Yes, in case of loamy soil, the particles are both larger and smaller size. Both size of particles are present in the loamy soil. In case of sandy soil, what happens? More space is present. More space is present. We have studied the different properties. The first one is, that is large size particles. Here in between the particles, more space is present. And next, in case of sandy soil, water holding capacity. Water holding capacity is less or absent or very less. Water holding capacity is very less, isn't it? Next, the sandy soil, it contains very less amount of humus, or there is no any humus, that is dead organic matter along with the soil particle is absent. In case of sandy soil, dead organic matter is not present. Only it present the soil particles or the rock particles, small rock. That is, compared to the other soils, the rock particles are larger. That is, particle size are larger in case of sandy soil. Next, come to the clay soil. Clay soil, which is black in color, and next they contains very fine particles, the powdered particles we can say. And next, what happens? In between the particles, the space is very less, and the soil is porous, and water holding capacity of clay soil is much more than the loamy, that is in the sandy soil and clay loamy soil. Sandy soil and clay soil, compared to the clay soil and compared to the sandy soil and loamy soil, the water holding capacity of clay soil is much more. The next, after this one, dear students, in case of clay soil, along with the soil particle, dead organic matter is present, that is in the form of humus is present in the clay soil, that we have studied. Next, come to the property of loamy soil. In case of loamy soil, the mixture of larger and smaller particles are present. The mixture of larger and smaller particles are present. Next, dear students, there is very less space, and next it also contains the humus, and water holding capacity is moderate. In case of clay soil, the water holding capacity is much more, very that is, it will hold the water for the long times. Sandy soil, it will not hold the water for the long time. But loamy soil is having the water holding capacity moderate, not much more, not less, isn't it? Moderate water holding capacity is there in case of loamy soil. Yes, and that loamy soil is the best suitable for the plants to take the nutrients, and mainly the loamy soil is found in the river beds, isn't it? These properties that we have studied in the previous class. Next, dear students, also we have studied the property of soil, that is percolation. How to calculate the percolation we have studied. See, we have taken the two cylindrical pipes in which we have taken the same size, the same diameter containing pipe. We have taken the PVC pipes, hollow PVC pipes, and we have to put the pipes in 2 centimeter depth in the sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil, and we have poured the water in that empty pipes which are put in the soil, and we have observed, and we have started the stopwatch. And we saw that when the water is completely percolated out, when vanished in the pipes, then we stop the stopwatch. What happens? We recorded the time. In the case of sandy soil, the water will be percolation very fastly, and in case of clay soil, water will not percolate for the, means water will remain for the long times in the pipe. Next, in case of loamy soil, water retain for a short period. Yes, that we have calculated with a formula, that is precoloration rate is equal to the amount of water to the precoloration time. We have used the time with the stopwatch. What happens when you stop the watch? What happens means that gives the time of precoloration. And next, amount of water, that is we have used the 200 ml of water, and in the stopwatch we have calculated generalized it to 20 seconds or 20 minutes to precollate out the whole water. Then 200 divided by 20, that gives the 10 ml per minute, that is 10 ml per minute, that is precollated in the soil that we have studied. Next, dear students, absorption of water by the soil. Moisture, second property of soil, that is moisture in the soil. Second property, that is moisture in soil. Moisture means the water contained in the soil is called as the moisture. See, when you dig a small pit, when you dig a small pit in the soil, you will get a moisture. Wet soil you will get. Yes, at the top floor, or the top level, or on the floor of the soil. See what happens? The soil is dry. When we dig a pit, what happens? We will get a wet soil. At only of 10 centimeter and all, we will get a wet soil. It means in the soil, water content is also present. The water content which is present along with the soil, that is called as the moisture in the soil. The water content present along with the soil is called as soil particle, is called as the moisture in the soil. Yes. Now we have to know either moisture is present in the soil or not. Or one thing I will tell you, you might have saw during the summer, you may went to the farmhouses. See, in the open farmhouse, in the farms, see, you may saw that farmland he has been. Farmland, when you see so far, in the summer, during very sunshine day, see, you will see the shimmering, that is shaking of, that is water is just like evaporating, just like vapors are evaporating from the surface of the earth during summer day, sunshine day. During summer sunshine day, when you see the farmland, open farmland, you will see the simmering of the vapors that is moving upward. It means in the soil, the moisture is present, the water is present, that is going on evaporating due to the high temperature. See what happens on the surface? You will see the simmering that we see. Shimmering. On the soil, what happens? You will see the simmering during the summer on sunshine day. Isn't it? That is, it means it gives the evidence that soil also contains the water. That water which is present along the soil is called as the moisture. Yes, the moisture that will be evaporated. Next, for that we will discuss one activity. One activity we have to discuss. We have to take a test tube. And fit on a stand. In which you have to take a soil sample which you are going to examine. Soil sample we have to take. Next, dear students, the soil we have to be starts to burn, starts to heat. The the soil sample. The soil sample starts to heat. When we start to heat the soil sample, see what happens? You will see the water droplets on the inner surface. The water droplets on inner surfaces. The water droplets on inner surface. Isn't it? Take a soil sample, soil, wet soil and soil, put in a test tube, and we have to heat the test tube with a Bunsen burner. On heating, the vapors starts to move. Vapors starts to move. That starts to move in upward direction. See what happens? The vapors that will accumulate on the surface of the test tube. The vapors that will accumulate on the surface of the test tube. By this activity, we come to a conclusion that the soil also contains water droplets in the form of moisture. Isn't it? Soil also contains the water droplets in the form of moisture that is going on evaporating on heating. When you dig a pit of 1 feet and half feet, 1.5 feet, you will get a moist soil or you will get a wet soil. That is also one evidence. On heating, it is also one evidence. And next, shimmering during the sunshine day on summer in the farmyard or the open farm, that is also third evidence. It means thus all these activities are the evidences that gives the soil contains the moisture. Yes? Next, dear students, after this one, absorption of water by the soil. Next property, that is absorption of water by the soil. Absorption of water by the soil. Absorption of water by the soil. See, here I have an activity, the absorption rate. One activity again we have to discuss. We have to take the 3 separate funnels. Better to take the 3 same size separating funnels. Separating funnels. Three same size separating funnel we have to take, and we have to take a filter papers. Filter papers and fold it into a 1/4. That is, fold into a 4 fold. That is, we have to make it like a funnel. The filter paper we have to make it funnel like. Then funnel like. We have to make it a funnel like. Filter paper we have to make it funnel like. We have to make the filter paper into a funnel like structure here, and we have to keep the 3 beakers. Next, in these 3 funnels, we have to take in one funnel we have to take the sandy soil. In another beaker we have to take the clay soil. And another beaker, another funnel we have to take a loamy soil. Same amount of soil we have to take. We have to make the soil up to about, that is near about 50 gram of soil we have to take. 50 gram of soil, here also 50 gram of soil. Here also 50 gram of soil. The water near about 100 ml water or 50 ml of water, take 50 ml of water in three separate measuring funnels. That is 50 ml water. Here also 50 ml water in a measuring cylinder. Here also 50 ml water in a measuring cylinder. Yes, we have today funnel and filter papers. We have to fold into 4 folds and we have to make it funnel like structure and we have to fit in the funnel. And inside which we have to take in which one we have to take sandy soil, clay soil, here loamy soil. Then we have to pour the water slowly, drop by drop, all over the soil. Drop the water, not whole drop, whole water. Slowly we have to pour and we have to observe. When a drop starts appear, recollect out, and we have to mention the time or not necessary. See, pour slowly the water in all these 3 beakers one by one. See, first you pour the water. In case of sandy soil, what happens? If you pour 10 ml of water, then slowly a drop appears. Stop the pouring of water. Then you have to mention the record. See, you poured. See, you have taken the 50 ml of water. That is initial volume of water. U. Then you poured 10 ml water. That is initial volume minus final volume. That is the amount of water pre-collected. See, initial amount of water, initial amount of water is equal to U is equal to 50 ml. Then final amount of water, that is final amount of water, is equal to V. Then amount of absorbed water, absorbed by the soil, that is initial, that is 50 ml minus final volume, that gives the, that is it was 50. Now on final what happens? That is minus 10 ml was absorbed, that is 40 remains. See, 10 ml was removed, that is final volume. You pour 10 ml, after pouring the 10 ml, a drop is appears. Then you stop the pouring. Then see that you saw that 40 ml remains. That is 10 ml. That is absorption rate of sandy soil is 10 ml. The absorption rate is 10 ml. Isn't it? Like that in case of clay soil also, in case of loamy soil also, it is different soil. See, here percentage of absorption of water. How to calculate the percentage? That is U minus V, that is initial volume by final volume, initial volume minus final volume into divided by the amount of volume we have taken into 100. That is initial volume was 50 minus final volume was 40. Then divided by 50 into 100. Then it means it becomes 10 divided by 50 into 100, that is 50 ones are 50 twos are, then that is 20% water is absorbed. 20% water is absorbed. isn't it? Next, dear students, soil and crops. Soil and crops. See here what happens, dear students. Different types of soil we saw: sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. Sandy soil is not applicable to grow the any crops or any field or any plants because it doesn't have the water holding capacity and it doesn't have the humus or the organic matter along with that soil particles which is necessary for the plants to absorb or to take it for the nourishment. It doesn't have any organic matter and water. That is most important factors for the growth of the plants. Only soil particles are there. It doesn't matter. See, soil particles are larger, doesn't have the water holding capacity and also doesn't have the organic matter in the form of the dead organic matter that gives the nutrients to the plants. In the absence of these two factors, that is water and nutrients, the plants will not grow in the sandy soil. Come to the clay soil and loamy soil. The clay soil is the best and loamy soil is also best soil for the growth of the plants. See, he is going to tell us in case of clay soil. He is going to tell us the climatic factors also is necessary for the soil also, rainfall and all, the humidity, rainfall, temperature for the formation of soil. These are the important factors. Means the nature of soil is built up by the depending on the temperature of that area. If temperature is high, like Rajasthan, what happens? What happens? It will turn to a desert. Due to the temperature, temperature is also forming a very common factor. Availability of water, average rainfall, humidity. Yes, these are the factors for the soils to be good soil and all. Next, dear students, see, determines the various types of vegetations of the next. Clay soil and loamy soils are the both suitable for the growing the cereals and weeds. Cereals like wheats, grams, as such soils are good retaining water holding capacity. For paddy soil rich in clay and organic matter. For paddy, what happens? It needs a clay soil because for paddy, what happens? We have to store the water or stagnate the water. If the water holding capacity of soil is more, then only the water will be stagnant. It means the crop will grow efficiently. That's all about the soil that we have completed here, the topic soil. The remaining we will study in the next class. Soil is the ultimate source. That we will study the exercise of the topic in the next class. By pausing the videos, you can revise the exercise or revise the topic.